Happy New Year. We've got some new numbers for 2025. Let's see what they're trying to tell us. And they let us wrap up 2024. And the first one we got here is our total residential transactions. And the first thing we're going to see there is that big drop between November and December. And that'd be on account of the holidays where a lot of people aren't going to be in the market, as well as a couple of rate cuts that had people hesitant to get into the market, kind of seeing where things lie. And it brought the number to 2.4% below the actual year-over-year average between 2023 and 24. So that's interesting to note. And we'll see a couple of other trends as we look at some of the other numbers that we've got in store for us. Here with the total new listings, where we trended along 2023 pretty closely. At the final little stretch here, it was 27% down month over month and 6.6% year over year up. So that's a trend that we followed through the year, where we were just a little bit above the actual 2023 numbers where our listings were higher, and we saw that reflected in our months of inventory number, where there's a little more flexibility for buyers at some points during the year, especially towards the spring months, beginning of the spring months there, where you see a bigger gap between the years. So let's keep moving along, where we'll take a look at the average price and see what that's trying to tell us. And you can see here with the average sale price that the trend of 2023 was followed pretty closely, where through the spring it dipped down, and then going up into the summer it peaked a little bit. But whereas we saw a little bit of a spike in the price going into the new year last year, we've seen a bigger drop this year, because you would see in that residential transactions that came down really steeply. So we've seen the average sale price kind of drop alongside that a little bit steeper as well, with 3.6% month over month and 2.6 over the year. So that's something to account for when we're looking at the amount of listings out there, as long as transactions, how the numbers have been coming down steeply. We've seen that kind of pull the average price down as well. And we've got our final number here, which is our months of inventory, which is our active listings divided by the amount of sales happening, which gives us an idea of what kind of market we're in right now. So 4 to 6 is that balance point, and we're in it right now. We're kind of bucking the trend of 2023, where inventory was coming down towards the seller's market, where there wasn't as much out there, whereas right now there seems to be more listings out there, but not necessarily a lot of transactions happening. So that's kind of pulling up the months of inventory right now. So that wraps out the year for 2024. Let's see what January brings us over the next couple of weeks, and we'll be sure to bring you those numbers once we get them. Take care.